my basement. Yeah. But you know that I'm gon' face it. Wait, that's the reason that they mad. Color Uzi, yeah, he made it. Yeah, I would that rapper, I made it. Yeah, I would that rapper, I made it. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Falcons coming in at 4-3. Going up against the Texans, who come in at 3-3.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Watson off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
In the red zone this time. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Let's go.
Here's Watson on the sneak.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Watson now on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hahn. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Coleman. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, fighting off the defender. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Houston, and even 40 yards. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's into the clear. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. The slot man in motion right. This is Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Watson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
In motion comes the tight end left. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Faking the give, now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, that's Coleman. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now the offense lining up first and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Vaughn. A gain of 6 there on first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vaughn. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Coleman now. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Now Davis trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Coleman. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 6-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again on second and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson now to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Let's go. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. When the Falcons defense stands tall, they'll get the football back. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.